So, hi guys, I'm Tan.
Hi, my name is Anil.
Hello, my name is Alfred, and I will be talking about one of the 5 ways to be able to listen in a proper way and also the strength of listening.
5 ways to become a good listener.
The first point to be able for you to listen in a proper manner is silence. Silence is an important aspect for you to have to be able to listen better. It is a wonderful exercise as it is to reset your ears and to recalibrate yourself so that you can hear in a quiet place and able to focus even more for you to understand and listen better for you to gain more information.
Hi, my name is Atika and I will be continuing with the second way to listen better, which is the mixer. The mixer is basically when the sound expert says that when you're in a noisy place, you can try to focus on the individual channels out of the mix that you are listening to. For example, if you're in a noisy cafe or a lake, you can try to focus on these individual channels so that you can improve your listening. The third way is savoring. Savoring is basically is about enjoying mundane sounds. It's all around us, and it is very interesting if you pay attention to these mundane noises, such as your coffee grinder, your washing machine, and according to the the sound expert, refer to this way as listening to the hidden quiet.
The another way to listen better is by employing listening position. Listening position is that you can move your listening to what is appropriate and what is worth listening to. At this listening level, you are required to know and play with the filters and get conscious about them. Some of the filters are language, value, belief, and intention.
The fifth way to listen better is by using acronyms. A very fine example for acronym is RASA, R-A-S-A, which consists from the words receive, appreciate, summary, and ask. These four things summarize the process of active listening.
So what are the strengths of being able to listen better? From the 5 aspects that we have mentioned before, so the first one is silence. So what is the strength for you to be able to listen in a silent manner? First of all, this silence is, as I mentioned earlier, is a wonderful exercise. It is to reset your ears and to recalibrate yourself to be able to listen. So if you are able to be able to listen in a quiet place, uh, it is more easier for you to gain more information in, and it is easier for you to pay more attention and able to understand more about the topic that you wanted to find. Okay, for the strength number two is basically the strength of the mixer. So what is actually the mixer? The mixer is actually can be defined as an activity that incorporates every sound around you. So basically it is whereby when you are in a crowded area and you are able to focus on one thing which helps you to even to create to improve yourself to pay more attention even better because you are able to listen to one topic or to one thing even if there is a lot of noises around your environment. So therefore this is a very good way for you to improve your listening and it strengthen your ears to listen and to gain more information. As for the savoring part is savoring is always about uh, to enjoy sounds that are lacking excitement. For example, a sound of a grinding coffee bean. So not majority of humans they don't really like to listen to these kinds of noise. But if you are able to listen to this kind of noise, you are able to improve your listening skills and can improve it as well, and therefore you can continue to focus more on something that you wanted to learn especially during in class or in a lecture.
So my critique for the strength of the listening position is that this listening position is definitely a very important one, because this listening position is just not about where do you place your ears when you are hearing from people. It's actually about where do you place yourself in a conversation, like what role that you are playing. Either you are being active or passive, or you need to be critical or you need to be sympathetic. By knowing what position you are in a conversation, which also known as the listening position, this can help you to identify yourself whether what kind of message that you need to hear from the other person, and then you need to process and interpret and then reply them. So my other critique for the strength of the acronym is that this acronym actually very helpful in helping people to listen better, because the 4 steps actually summarizes the process of listening. This is actually a very useful and effective way, because if you want to listen better in a conversation or in a talk, actually we just need to know the essence of the conversation or the talk. And these RASA acronyms simply just represents it.
Silence is definitely a good way to improve listening skill. However, not everyone can get silence and refresh their mind quickly. This is due to humankind are always affected by noises around them. So when come to listening, if the speaker is speaking too fast without repeating his words, then in the moment you try to get silence, you most probably would miss a plenty of main points. Besides, it cannot be denied that savoring is one of the best ways to improve our conscious listening. However, people are generally refuse listening to mundane sounds because it's quite meaningless and lacking interest. Therefore, savoring needs a lot of practice in order to adapt and master it. Alright, after that, listening positions is significantly related to our emotions. So we must control and manage our emotions effectively in order to utilize these listening skills. So the weakness is that we as humankind always tend to be affected by our personal feeling, belief, emotions, bias, and something like that. We usually would not prefer listening to the facts or opinions that contrary to us. Therefore, listening positions is not that likely to employ in listening.
Next, I will be critiquing on one of the weaknesses of the mixer. The author, the sound expert, says that we should do this exercise when we're in noisy places. When we are in noisy places, but I think it's better if we do this in a quiet place, such as a library or in an empty class, because in that way we will be able to focus on these individual channels better. Next, I will be critiquing on the last way to listen better, which is RASA, or the acronyms RASA. I think by using these acronyms, we are making our communication too formal, as we have to remember the proper steps. First you have to receive, then you have to appreciate, then you have to summarize, then you have to ask. Communication is at its best done in a very natural way, and I think we can practice, but though we can practice this step, it will make our communication with others more awkward than it should be.